Hello, this is June Universe and Ninja Intuitive 3 minutes blind energy reading quickie. Finally, thank you for joining, allowing me in new experience, participating this co-creating energy of oneness by listening live, archives, requesting energy reading, and healing. This is June Universe. Oh my, finally, I am so grateful to be able to connect with you here. That starting this new year, this week, we are experimenting the new way to connect as a Ninja Intuitive podcast. Started, gosh, almost 3 to hear that um, YouTube live streaming for more flexible beginning. Yeah. So I would like to connect to our energy. And before doing so, as usual, let us connect each part of ourselves, our mind, body, spirit, at this present here now moment together. And after that, I'm going to cover the focus of the day. Today, I'd like to talk about the universal energy of this year, New Year 2019. That is the number 3, which is the universal number. So I'd like to talk about the energy of the year compared to last year and what can be useful to be part of the universal flow in conjunction with where you are and your intentional creation and wholehearted wishes. And at the last portion of the show, as usual, using our 3 minutes here to deliver the intuitive energy reading blindly requested by listener you. Continuously delivering that. I've been delivering this intuitive insight for over the last 15 years, mostly as in a private session, 1 hour, and or in person or the phone. And here as an energy community service, I provide using 3 minutes for free. And this allows all of us to connect as the field of quickly. And the requester of the reading can receive personal information, even the names, the topic, or any story about what you would like to know about. Just assign the symbol, like I'm asking that question, your curious mother. So I will choose that topic assigned by that symbol and read that energy without relating to your situation. Take it. Information, knowledge is power. That will help you to choose more um, other better way or finding some options for the next step to make it better. And if you feel like, no, 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 this is not me, it's totally not resonating, and then please do not take it because I totally respect your choice and the way of you are viewing your life because you're the most knowledgeable person about you. So even that you feel, no, no, it's not me, and then that information gives you idea what you are looking for. So one step closer to clarifying what you are looking for. So either way will be fine. And yeah, having a to do is always helpful to take a look and having more options and choices. That's that real power. TheFutureForecaster.com, TheFutureForecaster.com. Follow the instruction and simply send that request to us. And that will also help us get connected quickly as the one energy. That's how the community supported us in energy, healing, and uh, um, healing from me also, and then also all the listeners gonna send the good energy to your own creation. So together we can support one another in a way that uh, unified field, being part of that something larger than what we can create individually. So I totally appreciate your dedication and please share and spread the word what we've been doing every week by personal messaging to your friend or sharing your information. This is like the place that talk about energy and reminding your personal power and do the meditation breathing exercise as a weekly check-in and just like going to the community movement service. This is to exercising awareness to observe and remind our everyday focus to more familiar with our own growth and becoming what we are, who we are, towards ideal person, more resonated to experiencing your wholehearted wishes as your new reality. So, first off, I am so actually freaked out that technical issues. It's always nervous to do something unfamiliar, but at the same time, if you're doing familiar and then you're repeating the things that you already know, so I guess this nervous about the technical issue for me is being absent, and this is really good nervousness that uh, I am freaking out. And I hope you can bear with me so I'm getting familiar with it. So now I am becoming more as usual state to connect and I hope that when you join me here to do the weekly exercise breathing to help me get healed so that I can deliver the energy information that anchors the channel for this beginning of this new year 2019. Happy New Year. So First off, let us connect ourselves to as to do the weekly check-in being current. First, energy moves where attention is given. What you are noticing is guiding the energy. To be effective and getting to know about that system, about you, it's always nice to be back into the 0 point, neutral point, what you are, who you are, here now at this present moment. Align to the physical location in your body and your feeding emotional body, and then also the mind body. These are the non-physical part of you, but it's part of you. You're not only a body, you own body as that's your body, right? You are the owner of your body, the physical energy that all that organs under your skin belongs to you. That's the ownership of your physical body. And then you also have that mind ability to think about remembering what was happening, that non-physical energy, but that's part of you because it's different from mine and you own yours, right? And then also we have an ability to imagine as a gift, imagination. It's the human gift. So you own that part of the ability also as yours. Your imaginations and my imagination, what we can imagine, is different. And then what is available for you is yours. So you are the owner of that non-physical part of you. So that part and the mind. Mind is such a messy place. It's the conscious mind, unconscious mind, subconscious mind. We have the different layers of that non-physical mind body and also the feeling that what we think about could affect to the feeling. When you imagine the possibility of what you love to do, and that would reflect to the feeling, exciting, and so that feeling part is also other part of you. You are no physical part of yourself, and uh, that feeling is also connected to the mind and then also just the default feeling love without thinking about what love is. We just know that feeling comfortable and that feeling is also available part of you that's different from yours, but as in a human function we all have that. So and as a person, we are combined with physical body and non-physical part of us. So idea is to getting to know each part of us and noticing with the observer self. You observe, you can see your body. And sometimes it is difficult to see a face without the tools as a mirror or camera. But most of the body part we can observe, right? So the mind and then also feeding. Most of the time we are so intimate to ourselves and it's easier to notice visually visible energy in front of us so someone else's activities and actions and behaviors, but it's quite difficult to observe ourselves. So here is exercising to notice what you are thinking, feeling, care about you because I do care about you because you are the most important person in your life. So you deserve your attention to check in what you are doing and what you are needing, how you are doing, you know? So this is the time for all of us to take that moment for ourselves together and allow my voice guide their attention so that energy moves into that attention goes and together we can easily connect to the larger scale, the field energy, being part of it, and that will help us getting to know work by us, doing by ourselves easier and more fun. So, first off, just to notice what you're noticing, the air energy above your head. Maybe you want to place your hand palm on top of your head, or just imagine the space between your head and the seating if you're in a room or driving in a car. Between the space, seating and your head, and if you're outside and then the sky is above you. So just to observe, notice what the energy quality is like, the temperature is like, is any feeling that you feel when you give your attention to the energy between your head and the seating. Just observe and your eyes, what you're seeing with your physical eyes, what's being captured by that eyes. I am captured in artwork in front of me, and that it's color pink and blue. That's the physical eye now captured in. How about you? What mind eyes? What's your mind eyes now seeing? Seeing that it's future, like when it's gonna be ending. So that's what I'm seeing. My mind eyes are seeing at the end of today's show already. How about you? So just to notice your mind, it's seeing perhaps about the memories from the yesterdays, um, the activity of the yesterday before closing your eyes, or this morning, or some event, or you just to notice it was the from the yesterday or from tomorrow's plan, or or so. What kind of smell you're smelling? Is this from the past or the future? Or three-dimensional state. Just to notice it. I am smelling actually my nose. That's so funny. I have a stuffy nose today, and then it's a hard time smelling it for some reason today. So I'm smelling my nose actually. So what about your mouth taste? Just notice the taste of the physical, or just noticing the condition of your mouth. I got the very chopped dry lips, and uh, um, the moist in your mouth, or you have a dry cotton mouth, or just to notice your body and the taste. What is the taste? Is that your intuitive taste or your physical taste? Just to notice. And the ear, the hearing besides my voice. What are you hearing? I'm hearing silence. Silence coming behind me. How about you? If you're driving, maybe you hear in the engine going, or maybe if you're at the office, somebody's talking over the phone. Just notice what you're hearing, or maybe you have a voice from the universal distance when from the other side of the world or the other side of the veil. Just notice that voice you're hearing. And coming down to the neck, feel the neck muscle holding your head. Notice the heaviness of your head and extend your attention towards both sides of the shoulders and notice the tightness or softness of your shoulders and extend all the way down to the elbows. Elbows towards the hand, arms going down, and the hands. The temperature of your hands, the skin quality, is it dry, cold, moist, hard? What is getting your attention? Your fingers, your fingertips, just notice. Maybe you feel grateful for that moving, or if you've got a cat, or maybe that's getting your attention. I got the broken nails on that left thumb, so that's getting my attention now. I'm consciously connecting to my body. So bring your attention back to the upper arms and then into the center of your body. Maybe we want to place your palm over the chest, front of your chest, and what you are noticing under the skin on your palm. I notice my body, my voice is vibrating under the skin, the chest, under my palm, placed over the chest, and getting into the ribcage and connecting to the heart beating, going to lungs, both sides, and bringing down to the stomach and all the way down and bring it up back to your top of your neck, behind your neck, and following the spine slowly all down line by line. The back of your lungs going down slowly to the kidney, to the pelvic area, tailbones, and to the bottom. Notice the connecting point of your hips and chairs if you're sitting. Just to notice the surface connecting and feel the gravity of your body away and going towards the knees, both side, what you're noticing, which part of your body is getting your attention. Just notice and slowly following all the way down towards feet, going down to the shin and cup and all the way down to the ankles, heels, and to the feet and the toes, connecting to the floor, to the ground, and to the Mother Earth, all the way down to the center of the earth right now. Thank you. So, how do you feel the connection to the earth? I feel much centered compared to the beginning. How about you? Hope you can feel the alignment a little bit here now. And before going to do the breathing exercise, conscious breathe in and out, we do 3 times. I like you to choose the feeding word. Noticing the feeding right now you are having. I'm feeding, um, I'm feeling upset still a little bit. How about you? Just notice the feeling you have. Maybe you are feeling open or grounded or centered, happy, inspired, joyful, anything. Or maybe you feel sad, you feel lonely, you feel empty, whatever that feeling you are with, just notice and write that word down to the piece of paper. I'm looking for my pen. Sorry. I'm looking for a pen. Where disappeared my pen? So if you have, oh, here it is. If you have a pen and paper, I highly recommend you to write that down because these power of that word motivated. It's just powerful and supportive. So it's simple, effective. That's the way I like it. Uh-huh. So I would recommend you to do so. And the feeding word, now you're noticing about yourself, not someone else. You're feeding. I feel upset actually. Upset. And write that day of this day would be also helpful. So that will give you a piece of record of what you are here now. And you know, life is such an continuous small things is created that significant feeling or event. So life is composed by such a small pieces, just like a dust. The air comes in and the small dust comes and comes and comes and then eventually asking us to wipe off to clean up. It's just a little tiny bit, but it just create amazing things. So just a piece of information you're feeding right now and the date you have that associated that feeding is it's gonna be a useful information. So upsetting, that's me. And then the next feeding word is that what kind of feeding you like to have at the end of today's show? I like to have a feeling of excited, excited, excited. And just be honest to yourself to change into a neutral state. No need to put that top like, yeah, excited, inspired. There is many stages and steps to shifting into that top gear. So maybe you are just totally, absolutely down and feeling as so challenged, and then going back to the neutral state, okay, would be a choice. That's what you need to connect to your authentic self. And that's what the exercise is. This is not to impress anyone, but to be open, honest, and become aware. Allow your authentic self to be to be show openly, authentically, and write that down and getting to know about yourself. Okay, excited. Because when I started this type of exercise, I recall right now that how many layers of clothes I was wearing over my authentic feeling. It's somehow the environment that I came from was encouraging me, or like I was protecting myself from some idea that heavy feeling and frustrating because myself was also unsure about what was happening. You know, that's natural. If you feel that similar way, that is natural. So, doing it one by one to doing this exercise will help you become more aware of yourself. So that's the whole idea. And this is a good beginning and start to kick off that new year also. So just do what you feel like it, and I would encourage you to be open to yourself. 'Cause breathing as we do all the time since we arrived on this earth reality journey on this physical body, breathe in and out day and night, sleeping or awake in physically or that's what we do together here. 3 times consciously, and everybody can do it, but dedicate to this breath. That's life force, right? So you let us use this opportunity together to consciously use the power of energy, breath, in taking it into our body and let it out and cleansing to help us become a more what we are natural, authentic self here now together. Okay, how do we do that? Breathing in all the air around you from the nose, counting 3, and then take it into the lungs and stomach and make it in your trunk as much as you just need to release it finally, kind of, and then slowly out the mouth with no longer serving whatever memories, pains, event, people, idea about yourself or others, whatever that belongs to your past, not now here. Okay, so we do this 3 times and allow my voice guide your experience. Ready? Let's do that. Let us take a long, deep breath, counting 3, 1 from the nose. Go. 2, circulating. 1 more time, counting 3, 1 from the nose. Go. 2, three. Hold it, keep it, circulate it. The last one was that silence. Let our eyes open wide awake and intake in all the air energy around you. The energy resonating, the feeling you chose for you to experience today. Do you remember the word? Mine is exciting. How about yours? So inhaling all that air energy resonating to the feeling you like to experience into your body and keep it, and let that out slowly and cleanse, push it out, no longer needed whatever energy from them out. Ready? Go. Thank you for joining conscious breathing exercise, being current here now. This is Julie Universe at Ninja Intuitive 3 Minutes Blind Energy Reading Quickies. Boy, hope you feel difference before and after. And I would like to give my focus, I've been delaying this live cast for this first time and then still nervous and hoping that this one is going well. I just like to check in that, um, it's always nice to check them, better to be, you know, check than sorry. So let me check that if it's hard for me to check if it's on air appropriately or not. And um I think it's doing well or unsure. But yeah, seems to be it's working if I am I'm excelling into the appropriate channel. Um, hope this will connect all of us from now on. If not, then this encouraged me to come up with some new ideas. Okay, so I think that it's working. Yay! I'm so happy. All right, so I just want to set the timer for energy reading, and let's say 5 minutes to talk about the energy of the year. New year is 2019. The energy of this year is the number three. That's the universal energy. Is the three. What kind of flavor of the energy this number three is? That is the number three is the minimum number of community. Is the two is the pair in yang, right, left, right, wrong, negative, positive, just the polarity. The three is the triangular shape. Points. So the community start with this number three. And then also this triangular shape. Upside down is the shape of the womb. It's the creative, the human being created in the womb to wait in the birth. So create something is also this belonging to this number three universal energy. And from the point of uh, energy chakra system, the third chakra, color represented in yellow, is the location of the stomach and reflected to a self-esteem about self, caring about self, and create something and caring yourself. And this is the very good year to nurture yourself, reviewing your ego and keeping was the master year 11, which was last year. How do you calculate this universal year is to add up all the numbers like a 20, 92, 0, 1, 9, 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 9, and then coming down to 1 plus 2, 12, 1 plus 2, and then add up as a 3 as a universal number. And the last year was like a 1 plus 1, and that going to be 2, right? Is the master number. So when we got to the 11 as the last digit, and we're not going to add up as a 1 plus 1 and make it as a 2. So the last year was master number 11 was the gateway opening and a major shift. And then planetly universally major retrograde was happening. It was planetly so busy retrograding, going backward, and then at the same time universal number was the 11. It will boom open new dimension. And what the heck is going on? It was a very heavy energy, very serious energy. Compared to that, if you notice already at the very first week of this year, 2019, new year, the universal number three is a lot lighter, actually lighter. Have you noticed that in around you, within you? If you're noticing it, you are right on spot. That your intuition noticing that energy this year's universal planetly universe is carrying that energy. So believe it or not, it's totally up to you, but that's one way to look at the flow of the energy. So when you feel it and noticing the wave, use it wisely. It's totally up to you. So information is power. I mean, so utilizing it and take action wisely. That's up to you. So the energy of the three as a universal number this year, 2019, is becoming more easier compared to last year. So keep up taking care of yourself, nurturing yourself, and create something and use the number three wisely. If you reminding yourself, pick the number three to match in with the universal number so that might help you expand the connection and support from the universe. Belong to what you are initially creating. So together we can become more efficient. So be open to the synchronicity and support from the universe on your creation using the number of three. Again, that is creative self esteem and light energy. Together, we can co create. better as one. This is Junior Universe at Ninja Intuitive 3 Minutes Blind Energy Reading Quickie. So I like to give the intuitive 3 minutes blind reading here. Today is the life path and then the love life. First off, um, let's see, where is the request? Okay, the first life path is the hummingbird. Hummingbird, here is your 3 minute hummingbird. I get the sense that there is the field of green that reminds me of the springtime, early springtime around the beginning of March to the mid March, definitely before April. That would be a very important phase of your life stage, especially for particular this year 2019. The three, again, the March is the number three, third month of the year, and seems to be that that would be a great point to make it as an expressing your creation to a expansion towards reaching more larger audience. If you're working on something creative or work and then definitely going into a bigger arena or bigger community or bigger contract, something like that. I got the sense that a very feminine energy all around and matured feminine is a good support around this particular topic. What you've been doing. I got the sense that you have enough development and right now and aged as well determined ideas and nothing like just show up and do boom boom, create as the way it feels like it. No, you had already matured, aged, stored, determined, defined, defined, defined at least like a full 5 years of doing it. So it's up to you to plug into more money based on that. The cosmic energy and the earth energy is merged nicely around that season of March. So pay attention to the opportunity and uh, just avoid that monkey business like uh, sounds exciting and some person is excited in bringing that. But if that smells to your intuitive nose, trust in your intuition that even if does look good, be fine, but seems to be it's not a good match at this point. Maybe in the future, but wait for this season and stay with your original expansion. Good luck. This is the hummingbird category of life path. I'm sending lots of love and healing to your creation. Thank you for your request. The next one is bridge. I get the sense that something about the spiritual path is so dominant around you and seems to be door open and bringing down to the earth reality is now you experience it at this stage. I get the sense that you feel comfortable about yourself and confident in a nice way that you are capable of doing it. Something that was more connected to money and businessy and figuring out and profit based idea. But I get the sense that it's naturally balanced out and fading out that idea you capable to make it as a visible um, activity. Please know that even if you lower that idea as a second priority, that approach is part of you. So more focused on their cosmic energy spirituality, but seems to be already down the earth for here to share about what you've been creating. So the perfect balance now you are giving yourself as on a confident level. Like I get the sense that you are choosing to a new way of balancing self as who you are becoming in the most resonating to the goal that you are ideally accomplishing. And that idea that you experiencing that goal is been changing, and you've been embodying that for a long time, and then this one seems to be the right one. Like I feel that you feel, yeah, this is it, kind of a satisfaction of your own embodiment of the each pieces together as a bridging. Yes, and yes, I totally agree with that. Your spirit and soul, and then your willingness, and then your capability as integrated as one in the nicely voiced in here now alignment. Trust that you are on the right path, and seems to be that all are coming together. I get the sense that the summertime would be the most expanding the flow of information and people and activity, starting from the March again here to going into the major streaming that you're ready to play with. Good luck. I'm so excited. This is the bridge category of life path. So let's give another reading from the love life. From love life is the apple pie. Apple pie, love life. I got the sense that this apple pie seems to be totally refined. It's not that fancy as romantic, passionate love and over like a summer night passion love or anything, but it's more reliable and perhaps a little bit predictable. But the predictable way is amazingly maturing over the expectation nicer, so which is really good. And then I feel that both of you or yourself are very authentic and open to growing self, and I feel the adjustment being happening within you, that how the love and the way you love into the intimate love and relationship in a sustainable way, remaining what your main purpose of growing as a person, as an dominant, not changing for a lover, and but to grow together in a new way. I got the sense that it's very true and uh, reliable, trustworthy taste and shape, and it's going to be more um, tastier this year. Unfortunately, at this point, fortunately, not so much cherry blossoming kind of passionate up and firing up in a nice way. So you may want to ignite to create some special occasion to sparkle the fire, to experience something that loving to stimulate their togetherness in this love. And this otherwise, it's like becoming kind of more of the family love of brothers and sisters love, even that's a significant lover. So it just might be a good creative idea to stimulate that passion to your particular experience would be nice, and choose sometimes around April would be a good for you to experience, bring that into a new flavor. Good luck. This is the apple pie category of life path. Sending love to your creation. You can also request your intuitive reading going to www.thefutureforecaster.com, futureforecaster.com, and submit the form anonymously without telling without telling personal information or story, but just assign the symbol to your life's particular curious matter and select the category from love life, life path, spirituality, and also healing. And here using 3 minutes to share and deliver the insight as your uh, conscious choice expansion. Hope this will help you become more aware of the possibility for the next step. This is June Universe. Today is the first live cast from the YouTube live streaming and hope this will reach you in more convenient way. And again, please share your um, friend about this conscious breathing exercise and weekly check-in and this community of oneness. Together we can become more creative about each conscious creation. And thank you for allowing me to be in your experience. I see you next time. Until then, all my love and healing to your heart.